All right, welcome back, everyone. So today we're going to take a look at the Prowler utility that was just leaked. You can see it here, pipeline. So this came from the pipeline Discord. However, I did pick it up from Reddit. You can go find it there. The bit rate is not great, and that's what's listed. Unfortunately, this isn't my video. I'm not a part of Evocati, so I don't ever get a sneak peek into these ships. I just see them when y'all see them as well on the pipeline and the leaks. It's just something that I make content off of. So here we are. The Prowler utility is what the new Prowler variant will be. Obviously, for those that have keeping track, we have known the Prowler is going to be coming out with a variant, and this is what they've come up with. I'm a little disappointed, but let's take a look at it. It's more or less a cargo ship. It would be a stealthy cargo ship, so it does have stealth components. So it's listed as having two size 2 coolers, one size 2 power plant, and 4 size 2 shields. That power plant seems a bit small with how many shields it has, but we'll see how that goes. Weapon-wise, it doesn't have size 5s. It's got 2 size 4s and 2 size 3s. So that is similar DPS to what the Valkyrie, I believe, offers, because I think the Valkyrie has 2 size 3s and 2 size 4s. At least has the 2 size 4s. I can't recall if there's only... Yeah, I think it's similar DPS to what the Valkyrie has. So let's get into it. So again, this isn't my video, but so I'm not able to kind of choreograph this as much as I'd like, but here is a look at it. And you can see the size 4 guns on the outside there. And I think the other ones are on the top. So the spindles there at the bottom, are in the middle there, are what kind of, it opens up a bit like the Starlancer Max. Looks wise, it looks just like the Prowler, which if you're into, you're into. The question on this is going to be price point, because that's going to be really important here because it's very low SUs. It's listed as having 32 SUs of storage. That is like freelancer, not max, but like dur, and just regular, possibly the rate, maybe the miss. It's a lower count for sure. For me, not super worth it depending on the price point. So again, sorry about the bit rate. This is not my video. We're just taking a look at it. But on the sides here is where it opens up. And we'll take a look at that. It does have a tractor beam as well. And we'll see that. So for me, if you can fit suits in here, that would be ideal. But really, see, the cargo goes up here. So here's the thought I have. They've been trying to take this out of the current PTU build, but they're kind of wanting the suits. Like originally, the suits were able to like mag and lock into like a container to cargo grids like this. So there's a chance, and I don't know how many seats there are on the sides there, but there's a chance that you might be able to lock in the suits there. That would be big, huge. So if you can get the suits in here, that would be what I would understand as being really good here. If that's not the case and they're not intending on doing that, I think this is a miss. So that's just my personal opinion. 32 SCUs for what this price point will probably be because it'll have an alien tax. It won't have the dropship tax. At least it shouldn't if that's not the intent. But again, if the intent is that you can open up these spindle like this, the storage area. So the tractor beam's right there. So it's a good tractor beam. It's just 216 SU boxes. That's bad. Like what is going on here? I just don't see it, given that it'll probably be at least $200, which again, the Taurus does all of this better guns, better shields, better everything. So this will have a better signature, and it'll be a bit smaller. I don't even know how much smaller the Prowler is, to be completely honest. So I don't know what's going on here. Additionally, it goes upstairs like the other Prowler, and so the components are up here, just like the other Prowler. However, it doesn't appear to be bugged like the current Prowler is. And so you're able to get to the components, which is good. So from an engineering standpoint, if you need to get up here really quickly and deal with the engineering, you can easily do that. So let me know what y'all think about this. I kind of already let my thoughts be known. I mean, I still need to get it in my hands, right, and try it out. I think it'd be something you might want to try before you buy. This is interesting too with the Prowler. I think it has 2 pilot seats, right? So you have an upstairs and a downstairs pilot seat. It looks like you can do the tractor beam in either one. Again, if you have the ability to possibly be able to tractor the suits up to the cargo grid, that would be huge. But because this is listed as a utility and not really meant to be a dropship, I think they're not going to possibly bring that back, which is unfortunate. Again, I think this would have been a huge win if you could tractor ATLS suits, really ITKs, right? The ITKs, if you could have put those suits onto this, tractor them on here, that would be so big. You see how it opens up even? When I first saw this, I was like, oh, this is going to be cool because you can tractor the suits there. But again, in the current I don't know if that's what they're intending. So we'll have to wait for, they'll release, I think Thursday is going to be the coming, I think they're going to do Star Citizen Live. That'll cover some of the information around how they want to do the flight model, a Q&A around that and the future of it. However, I think they'll also be covering this particular ship as well. So be watchful for that, because I think that should be dropping on Thursday. Again, they'll definitely covering the Q&A for the flight model, but I think I saw listed that they were going to be having a like Inside Star Citizen that was going to possibly be covering like a ship, which should be covering this particular ship, possibly the key as well. But yeah, let me know what y'all think. I'm a little disappointed with this one, but that's just because it's already a drop ship. That drop ship is expensive, so I don't know what the price point's going to be here. But if it's anything close to the current Prowler, it's a terrible price for value from my side. And again, if you can't lock in the suit, like that would just be so big to be able to lock in the suits, press a button and unlock those and let them fall to the planet, right? That would be so big. Can you imagine being able to do that? That would be the only win, I think, for this ship if they can do something like that. Anyways, that's about all I got for y'all. Thank you for checking the video. Catch y'all next time.